But up next, taking that out, sun's out, it's gonna be perfect. Catch you guys in a bit. This is the car we're going to be looking at taking out next. Got the car keys in my hand. Just going to look very quickly, opening it up. Having a good look inside. Now straight away, you could tell it's a sports car. It's nice and low. Obviously it's a 350Z, of course it's going to be a sports car, you would all say. But a couple of nice things about it is this material here, what the door card and the dash is made out of, really complement the carbon fiber wrap just here through the center console. It's really nicely done. This is like I believe this is where the Japanese people, they normally use their cards for the tolls and everything like that. But it's a really nice interior, more than enough space for two people, and I can't wait to get the roof off. 3.5 litre V6 with an exhaust already on it. This is going to sound good and it's going to be epic to drive with the roof down. So here's a quick little look around the interior to the 350Z before we actually leave anywhere. So it's got carbon wrap all through the center column. I think that's the only bit of carbon wrap I can see inside. Pretty sure it's carbon wrap because it's a brilliant looking car. So after quickly looking around the car a little, you can actually see the cubby spaces just here. You got a couple of cubby spaces at the back, just through there, and these just here. A lot of people actually end up, you got a 12 volt there. I think you got one here as well, if I remember correctly. Yep, you got one there as well. Now the seats in these cars are electric, just here. To move yourself forward, I'm short, so I need to do that. So the sales car, this one is a manual, which is what most people do like to go for. They do have this little bit of padding just here, which I love about the car. You know, it's just something that you can like lean against. If you're the kind of driver that when you're driving you lean like this, then you know it's going to be perfect for you. You don't wear away anything. It's just this leather support just there. You got the speakers just here. I love the way it's like concaved in. It just looks so cool when you're actually sat inside the car from this, from that kind of angle. Basically, look how cool it looks. Like look how it looks on the other side. It's just everything just like blends in. You don't appreciate how this all feels and looks when you're looking at a picture of the car. Cool little thing I've noticed on the car is actually, if you look here, the vents, it's got a little Z in it. It's quite cool. Nice little touch with this car is the fact that it does have heated seats on it, which is obviously, as you can imagine, on a colder day in the UK when the sun's out, when you want to have the top down, you want to be warm still. By far one of the coolest things about this car is the way the exhaust is done, alloys are, and the fitment on them. That basically couldn't be any better for UK roads. I can't wait to get a chance to get out in this car and be able to drive it, especially with the roof down. Having a quick look of the engine bay, there is the V6 engine. That's basically the main showpiece of this car, along with the exhaust, and then it's the handling, in my opinion. If you're looking for something to show, these engines are amazing. Value for money or what? Now, as most of you will know, my brother has a Nissan GTR. Now that car and this car are actually very similar in terms of the way the engine sound is and stuff like that. And some of you guys might have already seen on I forgot what it's called now, Car Throttle. Now those guys, they've actually done a review on these cars and saying, wow, these cars are basically the mini GTR. And I completely agree. These are wicked cars. Obviously you got the Skyline G35 Coupes, which you could say is more of the baby brother to the GTR, but I actually think this car has more of the sense of what a GTR is than the G35. The G35 I think still takes away from it being like a Skyline, becomes more of a saloon coupe kind of car, but this car feels a bit raw. It feels like a proper sports car, and that's what you want, really. You want that feeling. I also prefer the interior to these cars than the G35. Not to discredit G35 at all, you know, it's still unique in its own right, but this just feels a little bit more like it's connecting to you, speaking to you a little bit more. And ultimately, if you're going to buy a car like this, that's kind of what you're after. You know, anyone can buy like a BMW 3 Series, an Audi A4, things like that, but when you go for like a G35, you're looking in the category of like a coupe or saloon, a coupe or a convertible, looking at like Z4s and things like that. You can't compare them when it comes to exhaust noise. Like the V6 on these sound amazing. The right exhaust on, you will sound like as though you are in an exotic supercar. Now, a GTR is not a cheap car, and it is not a car that you just like blow over. And if you get these cars to sound something like that, everyone loves it. That's the best thing about these kind of cars, is everyone loves the noise of these. Like, another little cool things that I've noticed on this car is that's how you adjust the flaps there, and here is the cup holder. And this honestly reminds me of the McLarens, the new MP4s and everything like that. They have it kind of like this. I just love that. I love how it's part of the door. You can see on the other side just there. Yes, there's the size of the boot.
Bloody hell.
It's quite good considering it is a convertible though.
Nah, you won't get a golf thing.
It's got a demonstration there. I've had to get a golf cart in. The bags.
There you go.
Now, by all means, the car does have a couple of dings and stuff to it. This car is so cool once the top is down. It really suits the car. Listen to that. Cool thing about a car like this is the fact that when you sit inside, jump in, ta-da! Love it. Just like my E30. I would love one of these.
By the way.
Nice. It sounds so good.
They tell you about the stainless steel exhaust.
Yeah. So it's full cat back, was it?
I'm not too sure about that. But it is definitely.
It sounds good. Yeah.
Coilovers, 20-inch rims, and apart from that, it's totally standard. You can do a lot of mods on it. It's like a blank slate for anyone to do their mods on.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, this car's much better than the other one that we had, the SEMA earlier.
Yeah.
When it comes to these bumps. But guys, can you hear that? It sounds. Oops. Guys, it just sounds epic. This is definitely a car I could own. And then we're back here outside Aston Hall. Let's get some footage of the car. get some shots of the car being revved. Ready for this, guys? Damn, that sounds so good. Beautiful car.
Only done 55,000 miles.
A very low mileage as well then, if it's only gone 55,000. I think honestly the way this car looks, the ride height, the alloys, the exhaust, you could literally leave the car like this and be very content with it. So again, the best bit about driving a car like this is the fact that you have the roof down, got the V6 noise from the stainless steel exhaust. Keep saying stainless steel exhaust, why not? But it's what makes the car such an experience to drive.
That's true.